Welcome back to Real Talk with Big Love. And of course, I'm your host, Leon Big Love Wilson. Today's episode is the first in a series called Empowering Communities, a deep dive into nonviolent resistance. This is where we're at. We're going to dive into a critical discussion about where we stand in today's challenging political times, the social landscape, how did we get here, and how do we win over a powerful enemy. This is our starting point, a moment to understand our current reality and prepare ourselves for the work ahead. You're gonna have to buckle up. There's gonna be rough times ahead. Get ready. The time is now. One thing that we know for sure, it is through those nonviolent marches early on, 40s, 50s, 60s, all the way through the civil rights movement that has gotten us this far. But there were some shortcomings. Central leadership, one leader. You kill him, you kill a movement. We've learned from that. For years, the NRA has helped the white supremacists build up an arsenal, just waiting for an opportunity to come in and kill us. These savages are unbelievably ruthless. And we're not going to give them the benefit of killing us because we remind them of the evil that is inside of them. You know, we talk about racism all the time, and it's not that the culture is racist. It's that they've been brought up in a white supremacist culture. That means that it is taught from birth. It's even taught us from birth that the mindset that they have, this evil mindset, is so destructive and pervasive across the entire country. It is so contagious that other countries around the world believe the ridiculousness that they spew out about black people. You know, we're talking about a people, just one idea, one thought. We're talking about a people that built the country. 250 years of just free labor. And they call us lazy. It's easy to see the lies because they speak in opposites. If it's up, they say it's down. If it's good, they say it's bad. If it's sleep, they say it's woke. They have a strategy that speaks to a people that in them, they're ingrained with a racist mindset, white supremacists, that they built everything, the best of everything. And those things are outdated because they've been proven lies over and over again. The United States is a power because of everyone in it. Even though one of the crucial pieces of the United States, they've killed us for over 400 years. You know, someone once said if we wanted vengeance, this would have been ugly. We don't want vengeance. This is our country. It's not about vengeance. We want to be left alone. We want to be left alone so we can live our life. But that white supremacist culture won't let you do that. They won't let these people do that. And so now, after Trump has signed a bill or executive order that allows segregation, now that he's destroyed as it relates to the government, the whole educational system, which is unbelievable. This is a system that was put in place for black people so they can be educated. But he's getting rid of everything that would allow people to grow. He's getting rid of everything that allows people to succeed. We have excelled at every level. I remember people used to always talk about how black folks only succeed in sports. Remember that? Oh, that's because of their bodies and, they can run and all of this. You know why we succeed in sports? Is because in sports, the rules are there for everyone to see. They don't move. And so it just highlights who we are. But out here in the world, they move the goalposts. They deflate your balls. They do it all. So you can succeed. They don't want you to know the rules. Because every time we excel and surpass every single thing. But enough of that. Let's talk about what we can do now. The other day, Donald Trump signed a bill, an executive order, that brings back segregation. Well, what I say is, bring on segregation. We do need to separate. Go ahead, separate us out of the government. Try to limit our education. Try to limit our health care. You do these things. And what we should do, we have to come together as a people. This is what happened in the civil rights movement. We came together. We galvanized together for one fight. Well, the fight never ended. But in the 70s, they brought in the drugs to destroy our young people. And then they tried to destroy our families, which they did. They got the men out of the house. But this time, we're going to come back. We're going to come back together as one. We're bringing back the family. So, this is how we're going to do it. Number one, we're going to limit our protests to a very minimum. We're not going to be out on the streets. We're going to be unusually absent from all the activity that's going on. Let white America and Asian Americans and Hispanic Americans, you lead the fight. You get out there. You do that. Because see, they're hesitant to get out there and kill you. But we're going to fight from the back. We're going to organize. We're going to save our money. We're going to use our money to speak for us. If you go into a business and there's no one that works there that looks like you, that means they don't want your money. If this organization has said that they've turned back DEI, like so many, McDonald's, Target, the list goes on and on and on. Don't spend your money there. If they can't hire you or give you opportunities, why spend your money there? Buy and spend in black-owned businesses. Yeah, it's inconvenient. You may have to travel, but go ahead and travel. Through that boycott in the 60s, people had to walk to work and carpool almost a year. Well, I think we can be inconvenienced. There's a list going around of all black-owned businesses. We need to come together as one. And just as those Nazis came in Ohio and we showed our security forces that addressed them directly, we need to build up our security. Because one thing that's guaranteed, that as we start to excel in our own communities, as we start to grow and show that we don't need them, but they need us, believe me, just like Black Wall Street, they will come in and try to destroy everything that we build. But we must prepare now. Let's start educating our kids We have to get back to reading. We have to get back to teaching them the basics. Find black doctors and nurses, and we need to come together and galvanize those people and organizations as well, so we can go to our own, be cared for by our own. They want it, let them have it. Literally. What we can't do is fight on the same battlegrounds that we've always fought on, because they know how to win. But this is a new day. We're coming at it from multiple directions. Financially, intellectually, technology. We're going to use all these things at our disposal to not continue to fight them, but to build up our own. Now is the time. Now is the time. If they want to whitewash government, whitewash stores, whitewash everything, let them do it. One of the problems is that we have a lot of people in our neighborhoods and in our families that don't believe that there's an issue, but believe me, it's coming. It's coming because they won't have jobs. It's coming. They won't be able to get a job, and they won't be able to make money. We have to prepare now, because the government is not our government. We're run by a communist society. It is what it is. It's what they've been wanting all along. They love the Nazis. When you see Elon Musk give the Heil Hitler salute, they love that. These young white boys around on the street, they're doing it all the time. Evil has risen again. It lay dormant for a little while. They were still killing us. Savages, raping our women, stealing our children, putting them in slavery all over the world. News don't report that. They won't report it because the people that's doing it look just like them. Well, we're going to fight it. And I suggest that you do the same. And my white brothers and sisters who believe in the fight, that know the truth, that knows the history of black people, not just in America, but around the world. They know the origins of the world. They know where technology came from. They understand what medicine came from. Geology, so many things. Read a book. You'll be shocked. See who invented so many different things that you use daily. They're getting rid of the history books. They're whitewashing everything. This is that white supremacist culture to make you believe that only you can invent stuff. That you're the smartest, strongest, bravest. But 400 years proves that you're not that. 400 years says that we're all of that and some. And we continue to fight. We need you to continue to fight. Each one teach one. Come together in these groups. There's not going to be a Martin Luther King or Malcolm X at the head. Be the head of your family. Be the head of your block. And this is how we're going to fight this battle.